Ah, humans, welcome to AuDHD Bites. Let's get our teeth sunk in, shall we? You ever look at your to-do list knowing exactly what needs doing, but somehow you just can't get started? The task isn't even that difficult, but it feels like there's an invisible barrier between thinking about the task and actually starting the task. For a lot of us with ADHD, getting started isn't the hardest part because we're lazy. It's the hardest part because our brains struggle with task initiation. So what's actually happening? Starting a task relies on our executive functions. These are the mental skills that help us organize, plan, and move into action. For people with ADHD, generating enough mental activation to begin can be genuinely difficult. For autistic people, uncertainty, perfectionism, or struggling with transitions can also make getting started feel overwhelming. When those expectations combine, even simple tasks can feel much bigger than they really are. So instead of starting, we might procrastinate, tidy something else, scroll on our phones, or simply sit there feeling frustrated because we know what we want to do, but we can't seem to make ourselves do it. It's something that I struggle with every single day. And the worst thing about it is that I often feel guilty about it too. But that guilty sentence that we impose upon ourselves is a miscarriage of justice. So, let's reframe it. The problem isn't that you don't want to do the task. The problem is getting your brain across the starting line. For many ADHD folks such as myself, once we get going, we often realize that the task was nowhere near as difficult as our brain had predicted it to be. Oftentimes, the challenge isn't doing the task. The challenge is starting it, and understanding that difference can remove a huge amount of guilt. So, how do we make starting feel easier? Let's go there. It's strategy time. 1. Shrink the first step. Instead of telling yourself to write the whole report, just open the document and write one sentence. Sometimes lowering the activation barrier is all your brain needs. 2. Prepare before you stop. Now this is one that I find particularly useful. If you're finishing work for the day, try leaving tomorrow's tasks ready to begin. Open the document, leave your tools out, or write yourself a quick note about where you are and what it is that you need to do next. Removing tomorrow's first decisions today can make it easier to get moving tomorrow. 3. Celebrate starting. Don't wait until the task is finished before acknowledging your success. Give yourself credit for beginning. Reinforcing the behavior of starting can help your brain become less resistant over time. And most importantly, my human friends, remember that struggling to begin doesn't mean you're lazy. It means your brain sometimes needs a gentler way into the task. And if this hits home, you're not alone. Task initiation is one of the most common challenges for people with ADHD, and understanding what's happening is often the first step towards getting started in a self-compassionate way. If this episode has been useful, I invite you to check out my channel, where you'll find a library of videos, shorts, word bite community posts, as well as links to my AuDHD Bites social media pages and my work as a personal ADHD coach. This has been AuDHD Bites, Goth brain guidance for ADHD, autism, and AuDHD. And if you've made it this far, please drop a bat emoji in the comment section so that I know who I'm talking to. Until next time. Bye, humans!